Hello there, monitoring reviews back with another radio video. This is, again, is my BC125AT, BC125AT Uniden. Excellent little airband radio, VHF High. It's just a good all-around little radio for the price. I mean, you're looking at $100 usually, maybe just a little over for this little radio. It's just it's a good little radio. I highly recommend it. You can see the size. If you have a 146, I'm sorry, a BCD 436 HP, you see the size difference. It's a small radio. It's a little pocketable radio. It's just I really enjoy it. I really do. Just want to go over with you some button features that it has. Get my camera going. So we have this keypad layout, and then there's little red markings on these buttons as well. And how we get to those and access those is with the function button. So on the hold button, there's a close call symbol, which is Uniden's symbol for close activity you can monitor, or it'll detect it. So to activate that, you can see the symbol on the screen as well is showing close call is on. So you hit the function button and then you hit hold just a few seconds after that, and it goes into the close call menu. From here you have your close call mode. You can either hit enter, or you can press down on the top to actually enter that mode. This is close call do not disturb. Close call do not disturb is it will only check for close call activity when you're not receiving audio. So if you have an active channel, you're not going to hear that little pause every 2 seconds. If you have close call only on, if you have close call priority, it's going to listen for the close call as a priority. It'll check that every so often. Or close call only, it's basically a near field scanner. It's only listening for something that is close. So if you're out on a accident scene, or you're close to a vehicle that has radios in it that they're going to be talking on, you can use this to find out what channel they're operating on. And it'll also find out the CTCSSD CS codes as well. And then to exit that, see right now it's showing you the band. It's 137 to 174. And you go to function. And you can also, the modes, then we got the bands. So this is where you turn these on or off, whichever ones that you want. You have close call alerts. You can set the beep as on. You can also set the light as on or off. Or you can just scan only your close call hits. Scan hits on or off. So let's set the delay time, that it stops or pauses after it finds a new close call hit. And then you can set your CTCSS on or off. I like mine on. And any lockouts, any that you've locked out, you can see them here. And you can exit that menu. And then if you're in the close call mode, all you have to do is hit the scan button to go back to scanning normal channels. Typically for these sub menus to work, you have to hold, hit hold first, and then you hit the function key, and then number 1 key is going to go into your priority. Do not disturb, priority scan, priority plus, or exit. So do not disturb is the same thing. You're not going to hear those pauses every couple of seconds in your audio. It's only going to look for priority channels when you're not receiving audio. And this may cause you to miss some channels, or miss some transmissions on your priority channels if you have, say, your local fire department set up as your priority. You can do priority scan. It tells you that it's on right there. Priority plus, it's going to check that priority. I think that's what we are scanning only, is the priority there. I like to keep mine do not disturb. It's showing you priority, but it doesn't tell you if it's do not disturb or not. And now on the number 3 key, we have the weather. So function 3 is going to give you your weather information in your menu. So you go weather scan.
Cloudy and 41, and Jackson.
Just your normal weather channels there.
Once again, Monticello.
Function in 3 again to get back in there. Alert standby. This is it's not same. This is where it does the 1050 hertz tone anytime there's any type of alert. So you can leave it on that during severe weather, and it'll alert you so long as you got a good signal. Alert priority. This is weather alert, weather priority alert. And what this does, if you're scanning, you'll see the weather on the thing there. Every 10 seconds, I believe, it's going to check for activity. So, and there's no do not disturb on this one. So if you're receiving audio every few seconds, you're going to hear a pause in your audio while it checks for that weather tone. I don't particularly like that. If I'm going to be listening to the weather, I'll go with the weather. But I mean, if you're wanting to listen to your local channels as well as monitor the weather, if you're having some severe weather come through, it's handy, I guess. So it's alert priority. I like to leave mine off. And right here on the search button, you see SVC, which is service. So what you're going to do is function service. This is your service searches for police, fire and emergency. Every time you press one, it tells you what that is. Marine, ham radio, oh, I'm sorry, railroads number 5, civil air 6, military air 7, CB radios 8, FR, GMRS, MURS is number 9, and then racing is 0. And then if you hit the search button, this is where you can program your limit searches. So you can search for any frequencies within the range of the radio. You don't like the key beeps? Function 7, key beeps off. No more key beeps. You like hearing the key beeps? Function 7, key beeps back on. Function lockout, keypad lock. There are some functions available to you. You can turn the light on and off. You can hold with the keypad locked. You can hit function key to unlock it. You can power it down with the keypad lock, which I don't really agree with. If it should be locked to where I can't power it down without unlocking the keypad. Once you power cycle it, you see the symbol, keypad's still locked. It's just you can't press any number keys. You can't turn on or off any banks while the keypad is locked. Function and lockout unlocks it again. And then the power button, you function, push the power button. We go into the backlight settings. So we got set backlight. We can always on, always off. On only when their squelch is broke. Only with the key press or squelch. I like always on. It doesn't take away too much of the battery. I don't think, maybe 30, 45 minutes. But the batteries last a pretty good while on this little radio. You can set your contrast. This one's on 12 currently. That's 1. You can barely read it. And then you'll see as you go on up, it gets darker. You can set charge time here. When you plug it up, I don't recommend charging batteries in a radio, but if you have to, you can set it how long before it stops charging. It will charge for 8 hours and stop. That doesn't mean your batteries will be full. It doesn't mean that they won't overcharge. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. But if you have to, the option's there. And then, of course, you have the function E. Is your program menu. You got frequency. You can edit the text of the radio. You can name the channels. Set your codes, CT, CSS, DCS. Set modulations, AM, FM, NFM, or auto. You can set any channel up as priority. You can set the delay time, how long it's going to pause on that channel after receiving audio before it goes back to scanning. You can unlock all channels that you have locked out. You can delete the channel that you're currently on. You can clear an entire bank. Be careful. Or you can exit the menu. So if we were going to do a what am I doing here? Alright, so say we got a new channel we want to enter. So I'm going to roll it back till I find an open channel. We got to go a ways back. You can press the function, let me get to this. Press that function button to start scrolling. It'll scroll through your banks one at a time. That way you don't have to scroll all the way through channels looking for one bank. And then you hit function again, you can go back to scrolling. So bank 4, channel 32 is an empty bank. So I want to program something there. I hit function, program. I can enter the frequency. That's what I want, 122.9, and hit enter. It already exists. It tells me that it exists on channel 360. So we don't duplicate channels if unnecessarily unless you just want to. But for this purpose, I'm going to hit yes. And then I want to change the text tag. So I hit enter. The text tag currently is this, channel 182, 122.9000. I want to change that. So I can use this to name the channel. I name it ABC. So A and the number 6 will move the cursor. B, number 6, move the cursor again. C, and hit enter. It doesn't have any CTCSS because it's an air channel, but we can make it search. It's not going to find anything, but we can make it search. We can set the modulations as auto. This is an AM channel. It's automatically going to make it AM, but you can set it to AM if you want. If I want this priority, yes or no. The delay time, I like a little bit of delay in mine. That way I have time to reach over and hit the hold button if I want to continue to listen for traffic. And then I can delete that channel if I wish. It's confirm delete. It's going to ask you to confirm it. I just deleted it. And that's just a quick overview of the buttons that are available and what they do on this little radio. It's all a good conventional high band radio. You can do low band with it as well, but for my main purpose with it is airband. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find a better handheld airband radio. Now the ICOM R6 I recommend as well. This has got a very good receive and airband, but for the price of this radio, around $100, it's hard to beat this in airband. And you can see that's mainly what I use it for. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments.